penalty decision from the first half, lads, and that, well, the verdict very much at half-time is that it was incorrectly awarded. But this could have been so costly from a Real perspective. A mistake by the officials.
It could have been, yeah. I mean, I think we're all in agreement that it was an incorrect decision by the referee to give the penalty, but I do have some sympathy with him because of the speed at which the ball travelled, and you're only talking, we're going to try and work out here what the referee's view was. He's just going to go out and shot this. You're an inch or two away from it being his upper arm area or his chest shoulder area, and it's travelling at pace, so you can understand there. You see well, you can see that.
But again, it's so quick. But look, exactly. We're saying so costly for Real Madrid. It could have been such a huge moment for Bayern Munich. A 2-0 at half-time, going in at the 15-minute interval.
I'm not going to change on my thoughts on video refereeing. I said before the break, you compared it to rugby. Like rugby, you've got 20 lads fighting over a ball. It's hard to see, so it's going to take a minute or two. That takes 5 seconds. That's all it is. Yeah. And for me as well, I said it's in every other sport in the world. Like, we've been to grounds where they use it. It adds that little bit of entertainment. There's 80,000 people looking for, a decision. So it has to happen. It has to happen. It went well in Paris last month. I think they used it twice in goals and correctly.
And they're going to use it, I think, in the World Cup.
Well, the World Cup and the Confederations Cup, yeah.
Yeah, in Japan in 2016. That's last year. 20
Confederations Cup is this summer.
Yeah,
I suppose again we're looking at the wording and what they're able to, what exactly they're going to be using. And you had the discussion at halftime saying we might have this involved and that involved, and there is that. I know, Dan, take your point about the drama, like in the GA, there's Hawkeye, which is a score detection system, and that sort of thing. But it's what they include and what they don't include, which will be interesting from the International Football Board's point of view.
I think that's the key thing. Eamon asked at halftime, like, are you on board with the principle of it? And I think the starting point in a discussion like this, I just think it's absurd that the man with the whistle can, in some occasions, be the least informed of everyone. Like a global TV audience within 3 seconds, 4 seconds can know what he doesn't know, and he's the only one in a position to do anything about it. So absolutely, it's not a workable situation when you have the technology, but it's how you implement it. How do you do that? That doesn't disrupt the flow of the game. If it's just some fella sitting in the stand where no one contacts, it's just private communication with the referee, that would appear to have no disruption to the flow of the game at all. Nothing at all. But if you're introducing kind of appeals by managers or, a big screen where everyone stands and watch, then you're fundamentally changing how the game is being played.
But the game needs to change. You see, for a number of reasons. One is cheating in soccer now is a cancer. It's eating away at the soul of the game, and it's hurting fans, it's hurting managers, players, everybody. Diving in the box, simulation, it's called. I mean, it's just impossible for the referee and his assistants to spot it when it happens. So it's a simple question: are we going to allow this cancer to go on and spread? And cheating now is endemic in soccer, diving. So we have to deal with it. There's 2 ways to deal with it. Third match official in the box takes about half a minute. It was or was not a penalty. The other way to deal with it is retrospectively. On Monday morning, 2 days after a game, if someone has cheated and got away with it in the 90 minutes, you punish them severely. Got to stop cheating in soccer. It has to stop. And there has to be justice. And there has to be... That referee tonight, in real time, I thought that was a penalty. That was my first reaction. And I don't blame the referee.
Okay.
Now, a different angle, on the camera, saw it hit his shoulder, it's not a penalty. And so I was back to Richie's point, everyone in the world watching the match knows it's not a penalty before the referee who's going to make the decision hasn't a clue. He's actually made a mistake. But it could have turned the match.
But I suppose people in terms of the use of video technology are who are dubious about it are maybe concerned about how many things will be involved in it. I think in rugby it's foul play and the act of scoring a try. I think, if I'm wrong, I apologise, but I think it's those things.
It's a forward pass.
Yeah, well...
It's a forward pass.
Well, in the act of scoring a try, I think that happened recently in the Munster game where the referee couldn't. We're not going to get into this now, but he couldn't tell whether the pass was forward or not.
Yeah,
exactly. But how many elements? So you want cheating involved, or cheating? Be able to check for cheating. Offsides, are they involved? Maybe
But that's something that you would get to after you'd had the conversation among all the concerned parties. So everyone would discuss it and say, this is practical, this is impractical. So let's do the things that are practical. And then we do them on the day to make sure we get the right result. There are some things, perhaps, like diving or offside or cheating, that, okay, we'll do them on a Monday morning. We'll have a panel, we'll look at these decisions. If someone has done something really nasty or gained by cheating, we'll punish them retrospectively. And if you dive for a penalty, you won't play for 5 weeks or a month. That'll stop diving. Because the first guy to tell you to stop doing it is your coach. So you don't...
Because we're not going to have you for the next month or whatever.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
So I think soccer has to do it, but lots of people don't. As I say, I had the conversation with Liam Brady and Didi. No way. We aren't having it.
Yeah.
So
it's some debate. It's a fascinating debate, and it is important to hear all sides of it. We're going to get